Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
My name is Gist Family TV. Please, may I know you?
I'm Silindile.
Okay, where are you from?
I'm from South Africa.
From South Africa.
Yes.
Okay, welcome. Are you on vacation here in Sweden or
No, I live here.
how you live here? For how long now?
I think it's been 3 months now.
3 months. As you are just new.
Yeah, I'm quite
Okay.
new.
So, what do you like about Sweden?
I think more than anything, it's just the standard of living. For me, I moved for my career. So, in terms of engineering, it makes a little bit more sense to be here.
Okay.
Yeah.
In terms of engineering, what are you studying exactly? What's in what field?
I'm in construction tech right now.
Okay.
So I did my undergrad and master's overseas, specialized in sustainable construction, basically.
Okay. That means you intend to live and work here.
Yes, exactly.
Okay. Have you gotten any job?
Yes, I moved here for a job.
Okay, you moved here for a job.
Yeah.
So how is it going so far?
So far, so good. It's been amazing. For me, it's a dream. It's
Okay.
great.
Do you, after, like, if you get a husband in Sweden, do you intend to settle down here or you are going to go back to South Africa to settle down?
I don't think me settling anywhere depends on a husband. It depends solely on what I want.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. But do you believe in 50-50 marriage?
I've never really thought about marriage, so I don't know, but I would imagine it depends on the people in the relationship, what they feel they're more comfortable with.
Okay. What about in cohabitant, like living together, like a boyfriend and girlfriend living together? What do you think about it? Do you think it's a good thing for a boyfriend and girlfriend to live together in one room, in one apartment?
I think it also depends on the people. For me, I wouldn't live with anyone that I'm not married to. Living in the same house, I think culturally for me just doesn't make any sense. For cultural reasons, I would say.
Because of culture. Okay.
Yeah, I think so. But for people who do it, I mean, go ahead if you are comfortable with that. I think it also saves costs for people if they split rent. So if you are with it, go ahead.
Okay, because in Sweden here, they're like, most of them don't marry, they do what they call sambo, which is living together.
Yeah.
But in South Africa, what kind of lifestyle does people live, like in terms of getting, like living together or maybe getting married? Do you think, like in South Africa, does people live together like boyfriend and girlfriend?
I mean, there's definitely something like that. We call it fat and sit.
Fat?
Fat and sit.
Okay, fat and
It's
sit,
when,
okay.
Yeah, it's when a boyfriend and a girlfriend live together, I
Okay.
guess, and they're not necessarily married and no one has paid dowry.
Yeah.
So there's definitely that, but there's also people who still believe in traditional values of getting married. It's quite diverse. I think it's more open because there's also single women who live by themselves, who raise kids. It's not a taboo, I guess. Yeah.
So what advice do you have for young generation who is still coming, like who left their career and focus on doing other things? What advice do you have for them?
I've never left my career to do anything else, so I wouldn't have advice for that. But for me, I have helped a lot of young people move to overseas to do engineering and stuff like that. So I think more than anything, people who come from our background, especially the developing countries that we come from, I think it's really important that people who look like us get into STEM fields, so your science, technology, engineering, medicine, and kind of diversify those fields a little bit, especially young women, young black women. I think that for me is it. Stop looking at everything else and let's get into engineering, guys. Let's get
Okay.
in there.
So it's more important for you, it's more important to focus on your career than getting married.
No, for sure. For me, I think the way I grew up and being from South Africa, I've never really been forced to think about my life centered around a man. It's never been about that. It's been about whatever I want, pushing forward my name, my surname, and that's been the focus for me.
Okay. So in terms of having fun, so how do you have your fun? Like weekends, going out and stuff, like if you don't have a boyfriend or stuff. So how do you make yourself happy?
So there's a lot of ways that you can meet different people when you move to a new country. I've moved to a couple of countries, so
Yeah.
I think I'm good at getting out and meeting new people. There's something called Meetup. You can go and like meet people from different countries. So that's what I do. I make friends, I travel, I work. That's what I do. That's what takes up my time.
But don't you find it dangerous, like meeting people like you have never seen before, meeting them through the app and like going out with them? Don't you find it somehow?
I mean, I can understand why someone else would, but once you've lived overseas and lived that life for a very long time, it's second nature, you know. So, yeah. Thank you.
Okay. So, because here in Sweden, so many people they have some kind of lifestyle that people like we Africans we don't live that kind of lifestyle. You as a South African and you have moved to live here in Sweden now, and because this country is also a country where tech take place, it's where the international people are welcomed. So, what advice do you have people who wants to move to Sweden, who wants to come here to pursue their career? What do you have to tell them?
I think more than anything, just go for it. South Africa's got a lot of opportunities also, you know, so it was never necessarily about scarcity of opportunities. More than anything, it was about me broadening my horizon. And obviously, the sustainable construction industry is a little bit more advanced in Europe, Germany, Switzerland, Sweden, those types of countries. So I would say just go for it, but definitely do a master's or something before you get into the career. I think it just puts you a little bit of a step ahead, but just go for it, you know. Yeah, just go for it. I did, and it worked out for me.
Okay, thank you very much for your time. I really appreciate it.
Thank you
Okay,
so much.
bye bye.